Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. There are a plethora of job adverts in Scottish papers asking for people to come in and help the police with their inquiries. And no, it isn't a gag. It isn't looking for particular criminals or anything. No, they quite literally mean that. They want members of the public to come in as civilian members of the force to help take statements, seize evidence, perhaps give evidence in court, work on fatal accident inquiries, possibly help to solve major crimes, and to just generally do the sort of thing that police officers do, but as civilians. Oh, and they're also going to pay them more than actual police officers. What? If you're going to pay a civilian more than a police officer to do the job of a police officer, why not hire a police officer? It'll be cheaper. But apparently they come out of different budgets. And so while they don't have a budget to hire a policeman, they do have a budget to hire a civilian assistant. So that's what they're doing. I'd like to say it's policing on the cheap, but it really isn't. It's policing on the expensive, but it's coming from the right budget. This is lunacy. This is sheer, unadulterated bollocks, isn't it? How on earth do they justify this? Is it because, now, we all know police are marvellous as they are and all that, marvellous people, oh yes, especially if you happen to be Muslim because they won't arrest you. But they're not very bright, generally, are they? I mean, I'm sure there are bright ones, I'm sure there's clever ones, but generally they don't know the law, for example. Many a time you can pick them up on things they just don't know. They just seem to think through their own arrogance that they know the law better. They clearly don't. But I suppose if you hire civilians and you give them, oh, what's your experience? And they've had a bigger, wider world experience. Oh, yeah. Well, they'll know more, won't they? But I've seen many a time I've caught policemen out on things where they don't know the actual law, which is weird. But hey-ho, what do you know? Policing on the expensive, but only in Scotland. Lunacy. Thanks a lot. Bye.